Hey everybody, it's me, Kai Man, and today we are talking soul groups. Let's talk soul groups. So everyone that has been born on the planet Earth has been assigned a particular soul group. Now, actually, you are assigned two soul groups, one being your unique individual soul group and the other being your collective universal soul group. Now, the collective universal soul groups, we're not going to really get into in this particular video. I'm going to do another video and we're going to talk about each individual. But let's get into the particular soul groups. Now, I've already said that each zodiac represents a soul group. So your Aries, they are to master themselves. They are to master how they identify. They are to master how to blaze trails, how to be an innovator, how to start things. Taurus, they are to master material wealth. Foundations, building foundations, and how to be grounded. Geminis are to master communication. Cancers to master nurturing. Leos, creativity. Virgos, how to serve others. Libra, how to be balanced. Scorpios, how to transform, how to deal with life, death, and rebirth. Sagittarius, how to master higher education, philosophical thinking, as well as digging and finding the truth. Capricorns are to master discipline as well as responsibilities. Aquarius is to master humanitarianism, and then you have Pisces, who comes into this particular world to master dreams, imagination, and how to transcend that. So each soul group has a particular job to do within themselves, but then also again as a collective. So how it is expressed within yourself is based upon the house that your sun sign sits in. So sun sign, soul, SOL, solo, soul, SOUL, your soul purpose is what you come here to do. Okay. So I know a lot of people have said, well, I'm an Aries, but my cousin is an Aries. We are totally two different people. Well, how you be an Aries depends upon, again, where your sun sign, what house it sits in. So you might be an Aries, and if it is true to form and it's in your first house, you are really going to identify as an Aries. How you master things, you may be on the end of still figuring that out. So you might be vibrating in a lower state of being in Aries, but once you begin to become more self-aware, study your sign, study how it's aspected within your chart, then you begin to master those particular areas. Your cousin, however, may have it, let's say, in her 8th house. Now, that's the 8th house is all about transformation. So as she's transforming all of her Aries energy, it may look different than yours looks. You guys both may be in Aries, and we can, on the outside in, we can still see both of those qualities within you both. You just, display them differently. I've also had people say to me that I am a Leo, and all the things that you say about a Leo, I don't identify with those things. Well, you may not identify with that only because of the way that you were raised, the village that has helped bring you about, and how they have impressed upon you or put their fingerprints on you, their ideals, their way of thinking and being. So you may not, walk in that whole lioness thing, or being the lion, the proud one, the one who is the sun and brings in all the light when they come in, because of how you were raised. Your parents could have been maybe some a Pisces or a Scorpio, or some water sign that might have been more emotional, and may not and you may be picking up some of their traits and some of their ways of being, and maybe more so too because you have those within your chart as well. So it just depends on how you're raised, and if your family was aware of your sun sign, your purpose, and how to allow you to fully bloom in that. Then you may not feel like what it is that you are, but you most definitely are, and you do have those qualities. What you need to do is become self-aware, which means that you need to get your natal chart, and you need to begin to study that, and thinking of actually opening yourself up to ways that you actually are portraying that particular energy. So again, the way that you be within that particular soul sign is expressed individually based upon the placement of your sun sign. So again, if your sun sign is in the first house, it's all about how you identify. If it's in the second house, it's all about how you obtain, your money, your wealth. If it's in your third house, you're gonna talk like what that is. If it's in your fourth house, you may be it may resonate within how you be with your family members. If it's in your eighth house, let's just go with the eighth house, then it might be how you transform that particular energy. So although you may be a particular sun sign, how you be within that sun sign is what's most important, and that's your particular individual purpose, because once you master that particular energy, you're able to share that with other people that are in your midst. You're even able to share that within, your family, your friends, your coworkers, and things of that nature. Because again, we all do have all of the zodiac within our chart. How it kind of reflects within there is the placement of it. So just because you might be in Aries, that is your sun sign. I have Aries in my chart as well, but the way that it presents is in my sixth house. So it presents itself in a different way. So hopefully you got what it is that I was trying to say, and that soul groups, we come here to actually do a particular thing, master a particular way of being within ourselves, and not take on the energies of everyone else, unless we're using their particular energies, how it reflects within our own lives, to be able to master that particular area in our life. But you come here to do a particular thing, and this is why it's so important for you to be you, and not to be other people, your parents included. And so when we're looking at our soul group from a collective perspective, or a universal perspective, that particular area is based upon the day that you were born and the generation. So the day that you were born is grouped into a particular generation, and anybody born in that particular generation has a specific job to do within the earth itself. So you're supposed to come in and fix something. Trust and believe. That's part of your payment for being here on the earth. So we won't really get into the universal or the collective soul groups. We're going to get into that in another video. But please begin to study your sun sign, begin to understand the placement that it's in, so that you can master yourself and master the energy that you are, so that we can rise up in levels as a collective, because that's the only way that we're going to do it. Okay, so know your soul group, understand your sun sign, get your natal chart, and begin to study. Now, hopefully you like this video and you'll give it a thumbs up. Hopefully you will share it with other people in your soul group and those that are not in your soul group. But Be sure that if you are not subscribed, that you do, that you hit the bell anytime new videos are published, that you'll get a notification. I thank you guys for listening to my videos, and I thank you for all of the great feedback that I've been getting on, on my old videos. Now that you guys have had that particular aspect of it, we're going to start diving a little bit deeper into, and I'm going to treat you like you don't know anything. So we're going to go from the beginning until we begin to master what it is that we are doing here within the Life Astrology videos. So again, make sure you subscribe. Make sure that, if you have any questions, that you put them down in the comments. If you didn't like the video, that's okay too. But I love you guys. Be whole, be soul, and master yourself.